All right, we're going to start off now. This is the control panel on the back. We have an on-off switch, which should again light red. If it doesn't light red, you could have a power error from your batteries or controller. Sometimes if this also has a ground switch, sometimes if the ground switch comes off, or if you burn the light out. If you turn this on, it's not red and it doesn't go anywhere, you probably have a loose wire somewhere. Or you could have a bad controller or a bad throttle. The middle button, this is your reset button. This is a standard reset button. If you overheat the unit or the motor gets too hot, this pops out. When it pops out, simply wait till it cools off and then you push this back in. Last part, this is the charger port. If you notice inside the charger port, it's got a little notch in here. This notch corresponds to the charger. So be sure that you do not turn it and force the charger in here. You'll cause a direct short, and it will burn this up and your charger up. Now, we can remove this piece by taking out these two screws, and you can basically see that they're just glued in place. This is the on-off switch. It's got a ground here to light the light bulb out, circuit breaker wire, and of course your your charger port. And again, this is your charger port. Now, we're going to look at this wire to start with. This is your circuit breaker. And we're going to go back inside in a minute and look and see exactly what this interrupts. There's two theories on the interrupt of the circuit breaker. One is to interrupt it after the controller, and one is to interrupt it before the controller. Obviously, there's two different thoughts on the process. We'll go inside and we'll look at this in a minute, and we'll see the interruption part of this one. But basically, this takes your limit and kicks it out. If you put this in front of your controller, it obviously breaks the entire system. Most of the power is dispersed through your controller, so if you put it just onto the motor side of it, this thing will rarely ever pop, but it could overload the system.